Big fellas, welcome. Pre-game show, Wednesday, 9 games on. We are here. Just wait for a few more of you blokes to roll in. I'm sure most of you that are here have already subscribed, but hit the thumb if you haven't. We'll go ahead and do that right now. Hit that subscribe as well, and we're ready for a pre-game show. I am hopefully going to get my mojo back on Dribble Game. Hopefully I'm not completely washed. I think I got some of it back on the connection yesterday. We nailed that one, but man, Dribble Game hasn't... Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad last time out. I'm just checking for recent injury updates, making sure what we know, what we don't know. Okay. Jaylen Brown is in. Miles Turner is out. No surprise there. I expect that Jalen Smith starts. No Rashawn Holmes. No Marvin Bagley in Washington. I believe, let me double check this. I believe that Kyle Kuzma remains out. No, he's back. So do they start Vukcevic or do they start Gill? I hope that they start Vukcevic, but remember last game they had Gill at power forward, so there is a risk there that Vukcevic doesn't play the large role that we would hope, and I believe Matt Carmody has already asked me a question there about Vukcevic. Yeah, should I start him over these guys? Horford, McConnell, Watford. Yahoo points. I think it's a risk. I'd like to see that he's starting first. If he is starting Vukcevic, I would say yes. I would start him over those guys, but with Kuzma back, it does change things up a lot. Yuri says ladies. Yeah, we're all ladies here, Yuri. And I say that without actually any like level of condescension because, you know, I say, hey, you guys, hey, you blokes, how you going? But, you know, we're all going to be ladies today. There you go. Shout out to Yuri. Why is the NBA season so long? Any chance it'll be shortened in the future? It's a really good question, MB. The reason it's so long is because it's always been so long and people hate change. And now they're accustomed to having 82 games and the money that comes with that, so they'll never change it. There was no reason for it to be 82 games when it started. It started at 82 games when there was like 20 teams in the league and it was like 8 games per opponent or whatever it was. Something absolutely insane. There's no need for it. But because they've had it that way and they're accustomed to the money of having 41 home games and all the money that comes through revenue and TV deals, they're not going to change it. It is ridiculous. It just shouldn't be this. It's not even about these last 2 weeks being ridiculous. Like, I don't mind that the season goes for 25 actual weeks of the season. Totally fine. And then the playoffs, and you run for the league 9 months, 8 to 9 months a year. I've totally got no problem with that at all. They shouldn't be playing 4 times a week. 2 a week is all you need, really. 2 to 3 a week. That's it. Like, it just makes the quality of the games better. Who's starting for the Memphis question marks? We don't know yet. Thrift Beast. What we do know, and I'll put the screen up for you guys right now so we can see where we're at. Of the lineups that we do know. We know that the Blazers are going all rookies again. Scoot, Murray, Rupert, Walker, and... not all rookies because Aiton starting, sorry. The Hornets are running whatever this out. They put both Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges as questionable yesterday, as well as Grant Williams, and then they said that Williams and Miller are playing and Bridges is out, and then Nick Richards, who was not on the injury report yesterday, is out. So they're just a mess. So they're starting Miller, Mann, Bertans, Thor, and Grant Williams. Not Nick Richards. No, he's out. What am I talking about? I'm confused now. LeBron is confirmed in. All right, Russell, Reeves, Hachimura, LeBron, and Davis. So on a back-to-back, LeBron's playing against the Raptors and the Wizards. If he gets hurt, they're idiots. Like, the entire organization is idiots. And now I need to make a tough call in my Roto League because LeBron is currently sitting in my IL slot. I need to drop somebody to bring him in because I obviously need to start him. I think I'm going to drop... I'm going to drop Jaden Ivey. Because I need to start LeBron now that he's playing. Didn't want to have to do that, but, you know, we have to. Now, who do I start him over? Probably... Jeez. All right, here's a question for you. Here's my starting lineup. Halliburton, Derek White, Brad Beal. Can't start LeBron over any of those guys because he's not guard eligible. Then we've got Jaylen Brown, Jaren Jackson, Austin Reeves, Jarrett Allen, Delano Banton, Jalen Smith, and Jalen Duren. Probably have to start LeBron over Jalen Smith, even though Miles Turner is out. Yeah, that's really frustrating. So my bench has 3 really good streamers on it now. Jalen Smith, Jabari Walker, and Tristan Vukcevic. Even though this is a 9-game day, like I'm fully loaded up. Really frustrating. As for the Grizzlies, we just don't know. What we did just get is the Wizards lineup. Vukcevic is starting. W. Vukcevic. So Poole, Kispert, Avdia, Kuzma, Vukcevic. Gill might still eat in a little bit, but Bagley's done. Season over for him. Holmes, I'm not sure, but this is an opportunity for Vukcevic to be a useful player here. Bruno or Watford the rest of this week? You got room for Watford. I take Watford then. Watford is a guy that's been playing the most minutes on the Nets the last 2 games. He put up big numbers for the Blazers last season. Is he worth rostering in deep leagues? Honestly, mate, he's close to rostering in standard league. So yeah, absolutely. So worth hang on to Rui the rest of the week. Yahoo points, yes. Like Vanderbilt's not coming back. Like what? There's no point in switching out Rui, who plays today, for Grant Williams, who plays today. No point doing that. Sticks is a tough one, Blackzilla, because he can always get into foul trouble. But I would say 15 and 9, a 3, 2 blocks would be my guess. But he's a tough one. Is Andre Jackson a good stream? Honestly, I don't even know if we've got him projected for minutes. Doc Rivers hates him. Just doesn't play him. And they have, like, who's out? Middleton, Beverly. Oh, here we go. So they've got a lot of guys out. So let me have a look. Yeah, we've got Jackson potentially starting here as well. I'm not certain on that. I'm not convinced. But they are pretty light on. I think you can find better options than him, but maybe you don't. Maybe you can't. Bruce Brown's officially out today. Not a shock there. Josh Green's out for tomorrow. Not a shock there as well. So we've got those early lineups done. Is Cade playing tonight? I don't believe we have information on that yet. No. Matt, you can see the blue Q, mate. Come on, you've been here long enough. You know there's a big questionable tag next to him. So Lillard is out again today, so is Middleton. Doc just lying, so we don't have to worry about anything he says. Magic just released their starting lineup. I believe it's the same as usual. They always get their stuff out so early. Let me just have a quick look. I don't imagine there's any change. Suggs, Harris, Wagner, Banchero, Carter. Yep, same lineup for the Magic. Let's just sneak Malik Williams. Wow. Anyone know who Malik Williams plays for? He's active today. Anyone? Who's going to be the first person to tell me who Malik Williams is? Who's the backup center today for the Raptors, if any? A good question, Voz. I don't think there is anybody. Who do they even have? Because there's no Olynyk. Mohamed Gay is probably going to have to start. Maybe it's old mate Malik Williams, the guy I just spoiled who he's from. It's going to have to be him because there's nobody else. It has to be him. Like legit, or they played Jalen McDaniels there. It has to be him though. How's the car? I don't know, mate. It's going to take 2 weeks for him to fix it, so we'll find out. We'll start Vukcevic over. Who did I choose tonight? Vukcevic or Smith? I have Vukcevic marginally ahead of Smith, but that's very, very close. Would I start Vukcevic over Scoot or Kennard? You need points. No. No, I wouldn't. Not with Kuzma back. Would I drop Brook Lopez after today? I think yes, absolutely. Who are good steal streamers today? All right, let's have a look. Let me just have a look at my daily projections. We will do dribble game in a sec. Malik Williams. He's going to have to play. Steal streamers today. Let's have a look. Jalen Suggs is your top guy if he's available. Then we go Trey Mann, Chris Murray, Dyson Daniels, Aaron Wiggins, Jordan Wara. Delano Banton if he's available. Shemezi Metu, Davis Bertans might get you a steal. That's iffy. Kyle Anderson, Larry Nance, Poku. And then you just TJ McConnell if he's there. He's a good steals guy. Did I see Gobert complaining about... I did, yeah. I think he was being... honestly, I saw the play. Rudy, shut up, mate. If you're losing in blocks, should you drop Lopez and pick up Jalen Smith or Grant Williams 8 boards behind? Yeah, yes. Yes, absolutely. Is Scoot about to shine? I've got no idea. He's going to have every opportunity to. It's all about shooting, really, for him, isn't it? Will Juice hold his role knowing his shooting is important for the Knicks when OG comes back? Absolutely not. No, he will not play 40 minutes a night. Will he start over Josh Hart? I don't think so. He could, but yeah. Gay will be Mamadou Gay will be a candidate for waiver wire line of the night. I won't say monstrous, waiver wire line of the night or top 6 in under 50% rostered. I agree with you 100%. Oh yeah. Yeah, I dropped Ivy just because it's a roto league. My guard spots are almost maxed out, and I need to concentrate on forwards and centers, and he's my worst player on that bench with the increased value, I think, of Vukcevic and Smith coming up. And I just don't need guards. Do I think Miller will be shut down? Who knows, man. I think he'll miss some games here and there, but no, not fully necessarily. Is there a basketball monster equivalent for Major League Baseball? Not that I'm aware of. We did used to have a very basic baseball monster, but no one who was monitoring it full time. Any good assist streamers, 50% more available. All right, here you go. We've come to the right spot for that question. Let's do dribble game in a second. I'll just answer this one. 50% more available. Trey Mann has to be it. He's 28% rostered. Kyle Anderson's 46%. And then Marcus Sasser is 3% rostered. Then you go down to TJ McConnell or Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So, yeah, there are actually a few. Is Watford worth picking up even if Cam Johnson comes back? Watford, I think, played 29 minutes last game when Johnson played. So, yeah, I'm all right with you. For some reason, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I think they're giving him a lot of minutes. Who do I think makes the final play-in the West? The Warriors are too far up on the Rockets now. And if they beat them tomorrow, it's over. I'm pretty sure. Too far up. Ife King, I just mentioned that. Just rewind 30 seconds. Do I think Cade is massively underrated as a player? I do, yes. I do. I think he's going to be still very good. I think he's hugely underrated. People hate him. People think he's a bum. All right, let's go do this dribble game. Let's see. I need to get my mojo back. I need to feel better about myself. This is the only way I can do it. Jesus Christ. Jeremy Lin, Joel Embiid. Well, that's James Harden. Come on. Yeah, it's James Harden. Thanks. Bang. We are back. Look, connections. What can we do here? Oh, they fixed the spelling of LeBron. It used to annoy me they had the lowercase b. Let's double check on names of anybody here. No. Why is Karl Malone getting a run on all of these? And John Stockton. Shittest former NBA player in blokes. All right, what do we got? Sabonis. Big double streak. Sabonis, Malone, Stockton. Stockton had the assist doubles. Don't know. That's still not working. Halliburton. Assist per game leaders. Halliburton. Stockton. No. Rookies, Wembanyama, Scoot, Miller. Another rookie there. What's Dennis Schroeder doing here? What are those three rookies doing? No idea. This is a tough one. Oh, Chet. Are they going to say like top 4 rookie of the year or something? Because that's not true because Scoot's not there. But, okay, they're 4 rookies. Let's just try that guess. It can't be right. Oh, yeah, rookie point per game. Okay, fair enough. Assist leaders. This is going to be assist leaders this season. Sabonis, Jokic, Halliburton. That's not right, though. Is it? Or maybe it is. Who's the other one, though? Triple doubles. Westbrook, Jokic, Sabonis. Westbrook, LeBron. Active leaders in triple doubles. No. All right. Let's go back to news and see if there's anything else we've missed. Nothing else yet. Okay. Back to your lineup so you can see what we know. We're still waiting on some... The big one we're waiting for is Cade Cunningham, and then it's Grayson Allen. If Allen is out, I expect that Royce O'Neal will start, or it could be Eric Gordon, but I wouldn't feel good about using any of them. Darius Mitchell, who's that? Donovan Mitchell returns, Jaylen Brown returns, Giannis is playing, Gobert and Edwards aren't on the injury report, Trent returns, Quickly's playing, but Barrett isn't. Jordan Ward is a good opportunity today. Let's go back to the connections. Bojan Bogdanovic, all players that played for the Knicks. Is that Precious Achiuwa? They're involved in Knicks trades? No, because Brunson isn't. But all played on the Knicks? That is Precious, isn't it? Yep. All Knicks players? I mean, sure. Current Knicks players. Of course, they're all current Knicks players. What am I talking about? Easy. Halliburton, Sabonis, all traded for each other. That doesn't make sense. LeBron, Jokic, Westbrook, Stockton, most assists in... Halliburton. Why is Dennis Schroeder there? Something doesn't feel right. One away. Is it Schroeder for LeBron? That doesn't make any sense, that grouping of guys. Nah, screwed it up. What was it? Most career turnovers. LeBron, Malone, Westbrook, Stockton. Most total passes made this season. Halliburton, Sabonis, Schroeder. Wow. And Jokic. Oh, okay. Let's go through some more questions. Goodwin is not at his limit, Alan. I think he's got 6 left. I haven't heard anything about Duran being on restrictions. What was I stumped on a current NBA player? Where was I stumped? Yeah, I would definitely add Trey Mann today. Brandon Clark for rebounds or stocks over Vucevic and Jalen. No, I just go with the high minutes option there. Pig Williams or Bertans as streamers is probably... okay. Probably Bertans, but yeah, I don't feel good about that. Toronto's Gay isn't even available. Yeah, that's terrible. You know what's going to happen, Nolan? Is that people are going to add Atlanta's Gay instead. And that's going to cost them. Will they rest Olynyk more in coming games? I would suggest possibly yes. They have one more back-to-back Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So I would expect that a bunch of guys sit in that one as well. Chet is a rookie. You're right. But he wasn't from that draft class is what my point was. Jaime Jaquez is not in the top 5 rookies. I don't know what category you're using, but he's not in the top 5 rookies or anything. Gay, Vucevic, or what? Who's the best buy for blocks from the waiver wire? That's an interesting way of phrasing that. Blocks, waiver wire today. Let's have a look. Got 13 minutes left. We'll play around still. Your best, it's going to be Isaac, Isaiah Jackson, Mahamadou Gay, or Poku. They're my top 4 guys. Then Jalen Smith. Smith's block numbers are down this year from memory. Vic Krejci or Luke Kennard this week? Who's more reliable to play more minutes? Need someone that plays today but doesn't play Sunday. I'm worried about Krejci's minutes. The Grizzlies, do they have a back-to-back? That's the big question going to be there on Kennard. Let's have a look. Grizzlies schedule. Yeah, they do. They got a Friday, Saturday. So Kennard's almost definitely not playing one of those. Almost definitely. So you might get, let's say you get 60 minutes out of Kennard. Can you get 20 plus for Krejci over those games? Yes. But Kennard's a way better per minute producer. I might actually just end up going Kennard because if he does play the back-to-back, which he won't. Yeah. Any new recipes of note lately? Yuri, what did I cook yesterday? Yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Crab chili pasta. Spanner crab, chilies, garlic. Just a basic sort of sauce with some lemon juice. And over the pasta, that was a huge W. Is Brandon Clark worth a pickup? It would depend, Johnny. So I can say yes, and I can also say no. Sasser or Kennard for a stream? Go Kennard. What else is going on here? Cade is listed active. That does not mean that he's going to play necessarily, but it's a better sign than being listed inactive. So that's where we're at with that. Who do I think is the best player? Cole Anthony, Moses Moody, or Peyton Pritchard? I would say Cole Anthony. I think probably Moody, and then Pritchard. Frosty Corleone, as a student pharmacist, I'd love any tips you may have. Are you a student pharmacist in Australia? That's first of all, I'd love to know what that is. I'd love to know that part of it. Any tips? Don't do it. Okay, that's my tip. Like, yeah, it's such a weird job with low career upside prospects here. Yeah, it's just abuse all day if you're working in a community setting. Hospitals, you don't get paid that much. It's, I don't love, I feel like you don't get tested very much in hospital either. So yeah, don't do it, mate. But you're already in there, so push through it, make the best of it. Develop connections, but like understand of translating your school knowledge into real world practicalities. That's the main part of it. Do I bet on sports? Not really. Like, no. I honestly try. Look, I think to be successful in sports betting, you've got to devote a lot of time to it. I don't have that time to do it. I think a lot of the stuff that gets pushed with gambling, you've got to be really cautious about that. Like I've said this a lot, parlays is what loses you money. So don't rely on parlays. It loses money. Look, if you've got like $5 disposable income, throw something out there. If it hits, it hits. It's never going to hit. But it's a losing proposition. West Australian lobs and tails are unreal. I believe, Wood Nolan, now are you from West Australia? I believe if someone in West Australia can correct me, I think that we don't have lobsters in Western Australia. I think we have marron and crayfish. Not that they're that different, but I'm pretty sure. I think Miles Bridges comes back next game. Honestly, couldn't tell you. This is a fake injury, I'm going to guess. So I think that maybe he and Miller sort of alternate stuff here down the stretch. They play the Magic than the Thunder. So I do think that Bridges will play, and they've actually got games against good teams all the way through here. So I would think Bridges misses one or two more. But honestly, who knows? You're at complete guess stage here. Do I think Holmes will play again this season? Give you a percentage chance. Give me 20%. Not feeling very confident. What type of player do Jaden Ivey and Cam Thomas will become? Ivy has been a bit disappointing this season. He's been put in a bad situation. Thomas, I think, sort of is what he is. I've been impressed with the improvements, but I still have worries about how that level of player or type of player translates into being your number one. And then if he's not your number one, I think he hijacks a lot of the other stuff on the team. So I am very much more down on Thomas. Even though he's put in this situation where he puts up good fantasy stats, I think eventually he will not be in that role. Ivy, I can still see becoming a lead ball handler on a team. The shooting is really rough, and I'm not really sure it gets there, but he's in also a suboptimal scenario. You might shot for a first-round pick in 2025. Yeah, yes. 2025 is obviously 2 years away, but that draft is very, very strong, especially at the top. If you can find a way to get a top pick in that draft, like you got Cooper Flagg there, you got Ace Bailey in that draft. Is DeBancer in that one or 2026? I don't know, but it's very good. You don't make good money as a pharmacist, right? Nope. Not at all. Depends what you mean good money, but no. Parlays can be profitable with all bets within positive EV. Blinera, are you a professional gambler? Every professional gambler I've ever spoken to just avoids parlays as a general rule. Correct, Bruce Wayne. Straights over parlays all the time. Volume, hitting the right things, searching through your books to find the edge on the line. It's about volume and accumulation, not like I hit a big one, therefore I'm set. It's like you hit the 60% win mark on the minus 110 lines consistently, and you make money profitably. Would I use my waiver wire moves on Saturday this week, trying to get ahead of the Saturday games? Yeah, look, Sunday's got 13 games, very hard to get somebody in, so if you can, try and max it out on Saturday. Do you drop Middleton to activate quickly? I would think you surely have somebody worse. Surely. Middleton's sitting today, but he will return tomorrow, or for whenever their next game is. They don't have another back-to-back this week. I would think you have to have somebody worse. Have to. So no, I would not drop Middleton for quickly, but I would want to get quickly in. Do I ever play DFS? Not anymore. Not anymore. We don't really have much option here in Australia. DraftKings used to be here and they've stopped. So we've got one side, it's Draft Stars, which I used to play a little bit on. They used to do some sponsorship on the show where I'd do like a one-day pregame Draft Stars show talking about the DFS stuff. But honestly, like it took a lot of my time to try and plan this stuff out, and I just put more of my efforts into season-long fantasy. Over 100K, what is that? Is that what pharmacists make in the States? I don't make that here. Well, I didn't. I'm nowhere near that here. Absolutely not even close. Metu a good pickup. Like, sure, without any context, fine. I know you don't like Westbrook, but is he worth the back-to-back? Yeah. Like, anytime you can get 2 games for the price of 1. Now, Westbrook, you would think Kawhi's sitting one of those. So Westbrook might play 25 in one, 20 in another, 45 minutes. Maybe he plays 50 minutes because Kawhi sits both. That 50 minutes for one ad is always going to be useful. Just got to worry about the percentages that he dishes up. How do my skills in fantasy basketball translate to my skill in other fantasy sports? I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't play them. I played fantasy football 2 years ago for the first time in 15 years. I did get invited to that league, auction league, 16-team fantasy football league, and I won it. That was that. But I don't play any other fantasy sports. And I would say there's a level of translation coming across to those other sports because a lot of the stuff is process related. But I also don't know the players as deeply as I do in basketball. Wow, 100,000 starting in US easy. That's like 150 Australian. Up to 200 there's zero chance that like that money is like nowhere near. I'll tell you what I got paid. It was like 75k Australian. Full-time pharmacist. So yeah, bad. Have I ever been asked to appear on American television? I don't think so. I did a couple of segments on The Score in Canada, I think. Maybe 4 or 5 of those at some point, but no, I don't think so. Do I think Dick could be a Gordon Hayward? No, look, just because he's white, no. They're not the same sort of player. Do I play any NBA 2K in your free time? I played NBA 2K for like the last, say, 12, 13 months. I had a franchise running, but I wouldn't play the games. I'd be running as a GM. I just sort of watched the games in the background. I think I'd ran it 11 or 12 years. We ended up making the playoffs every year, only one title with that team. But I'm too old. My stick skills aren't there. What I am playing at the moment, which is something I can actually play because the way that I can set the game up with the controls, is MLB The Show. I don't have to worry about using a million different sticks and controllers and analog. I'm too old for that stuff now. But I'm playing a lot of MLB The Show at the moment. Pick up Caruso soon. Would you start him on Friday? Because if you wouldn't, then no. Would you start him on Sunday? Otherwise, again, we're talking, if you're picking him up now, you're wasting a spot for 2 days. And check whether you would start him. Still haven't got any more information on the Cade one or any other lineups. Cade's the real important one here, and then Grayson Allen. And John Conchar's doubtful, so we know that means he's not going to play. Josh, you on Rich Paul? I don't know what that means. Ricardo. That strike me as a person who has addictive personality. I don't think so. I'm very focused on stuff. I can be very focused. Yeah, but addiction, no. No. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm addicted, no. To anything really like that, no. Yeah, so maybe that's fair enough. Do I think Ivy becomes, looking up to Westbrook, do you think becomes a little worse for it? No, I don't. I think that's one of the things you got to really ignore when players talk about, well, I look up to this guy, do this. Like, he's not that same guy at all. He's nowhere near the level of passer Westbrook is. He doesn't rebound anywhere near that. His shooting is equivalent. Maybe that's part of it. But no, just most of the time, ignore a lot of what Westbrook says. You saw me on Rich Paul's Clutch Sport documentary. There is doing what? Oh, actually, you're right. And I never watched it. They actually sent me, I don't remember what I was saying, but they sent me something, hey, we're going to put you, completely forgot. We're going to put you in this documentary. Can you sign off on it? Wow, I don't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, I was on that. You're right. I was talking about contracts or something, wasn't I? Yeah, wow, I completely forgot that. Holy crap. All right, there you go. So it was on something. Could I see Jaden Ivey having a jump like Garland made the jump? I think the situation in Detroit is just too weird for him at the moment. So, I think he will improve next season. But, I was very high on him. I was criticized the Kings for not taking him over Keegan Murray. Honestly, at the moment, Murray has obviously been better. There's still a significant age gap between the two, and there always will be. So we are still 2 years away from Ivy being at the same age of Murray's rookie year, right? So a lot of stuff can change. But I have been a bit disappointed in him this season. Half of that is Monty Williams and Troy Weaver and how they've used him. And that is going to bring us to the end of the show. I would have liked to have got that information on Cade, so I'll try and hang around as long as I can to give you what we get, but nothing at this point. Who's the better option, Vukcevic or Jalen Smith? On EJ Stewart, I've mentioned this a couple of times. I think they're basically really, really close. It's a bit of a toss-up to me. Both guys have Gill and Jackson coming behind them. Both guys can get into foul trouble. Both guys are iffy. I would probably lean Smith. He's just more an established player, but it's tough. When will I start 2024 draft prospects content? Don't know yet. Got to plan that out. Usually comes around the lottery period. I'd probably like to do it around the draft lottery, start around that time. So draft lottery will come, do a mock draft, then get into prospects then. So mid-May usually. All right, do I think next year's draft class is going to be as weak as the media makes out? It depends on the media, aren't I? So, Yeah. From the work that I've done on it, which is little, but I'm always trying to keep a little bit ahead of it. Yes, very much so. It doesn't look good at all. In terms of top-end talent, yeah, someone can always unexpectedly develop, but this does not look super good at the moment. And that'll bring us to the end of this. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show, as always. Mitch says, any active players you know that play fantasy? My sister works for DA. Been trying to get him into it, but he says he doesn't like it. DA. The Snowman. Is that what you mean? I don't know of any, no. No, I don't. How long is Turner going to be out? No idea. Absolutely no idea. It looked pretty rough, that finger. I would think a week at least, but I don't know, man. All right, yeah, the documentary was maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. It wasn't that long ago. All right, I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Bye.